Hello, beautiful people. Psychic Debbie here. Hoping you're having a great morning, afternoon, or evening. You just caught me. I was typing on the chat. I'm a little discombobulated today, but hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be talking about the dates between the July 18th to the 23rd, because a lot of people are talking about the 20th. Like there could be things going on. So I'm going to be talking about the warnings, and I'm going to give blessings. So I'm going to talk about the blessings at the end, what blessing things could happen for each country. I'm going to name off some countries of things, what could happen that could be blessings to you all. So there's a lot of people on chat. Hi to Diddy. A lot of beautiful people. Thanks, Kathy, from Florida. So I'm wearing red today, as you can see, and I'm wearing my little squirrel in my hand. And I forgot who gave me this. Starts with a D. Oh, my God. She gave me this Labradorite. It's got a little bit of pink in there. I was hoping you see the flash is like pink or red, so that's why I wore it. So hi, everybody. Oh, my God, a lot of people on here. Many, many blessings. Many, many blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for who all been subscribing to me, because I have 33,300 subscribers. So good number, 333, right? Good numbers. So thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, why haven't you? Thank you for subscribing. Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So hi, Raquel and Kimberly and Odelia. I mean, just a lot of beautiful people are on here. Okay, let me go through my little spiel thing that I do in the beginning, and then I'll tell you things that are going to be happening. And like I said, I'm going to give you information. I'm going to be doing it through like countries and dates and times of what could happen, All right, so not to scare you. These are just warnings, not facts. These are predictions, okay? From July 18th to the 23rd, is there going to be an earthquake? Is there going to be a tornado? People, I think there's going to be tornadoes. Is there going to be a storm? Is there going to be a shocking political thing being said? Okay. Or events, or how's the stock market going to be? Or how's travel going to be? So let's see what Spirit's going to say. But let me go and talk to you guys first and give you my little spiels that I always do in the beginning. And then I'll start doing the predictions, okay? And everybody's just saying hi to everybody. And of course, water, water, water. I've been saying this since the beginning of the year. Sorry, you guys, but that one has been coming true. So a lot of water in the world. So, but first let me do the, if you're wanting to do a reading with me, please go to my website, psychicdebbie.com. I think I'm booked out until October, maybe even mid-October. So, like I said, I'm going to, a lot of people, it's going out further and further. It's better to do it now than later, but that's up to you, okay? So if you're wanting to get a reading, psychicdebbie.com. Love to do that for you. I did a reading from Africa today, from Kenya. I did one from Germany. And what was the other one from? LA, I think California, a California area. So, I mean, I get them from all over the country. I think that's fantastic. So if you're from another country, I can do readings with you. Use like WhatsApp or FaceTime or Facebook Messenger even, that kind of stuff. So I'd love to do a reading for you. It could do around blockages. It could be predictions. It could be, love, health, or wealth, or whatever. All right. If you're wanting to donate, you can go to my website also, psychicdebbie.com, and there's a donation page there, because I know YouTube takes a lot out if you're donating. If you don't want to donate, you're like, I can't afford it, which I understand. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Or even just share the video with somebody else, or rewatching it, or just comment underneath the video when it's put up, okay? I appreciate it. I love it. So thank you for that, okay? Or if you're wanting to, because on Thursdays I do my healing prayers with angels or different entities or goddesses. This Thursday, it's going to be the Green Tara. And she helps a lot with like what's going on in the world, trying to bring peace to the world, bringing peace to you. So I'm going to be doing prayers with her on Thursday. And if you send me a card or even a donation through the snail mail, because I love the snail mail. My address is 5882 Oxnard, California, 93031. Yay! If it's a big package, then they probably want you to put the 1961 North C Street on it. if it's a big package. But if it's just a small package or whatever, just make sure you got my name on there. And if you're doing the 1961, make sure you got the 5882. Okay. So I appreciate that. I love getting the snail mail. I read them always on Thursdays, or packages or whatever on Thursday. Okay. Also, if you are having a birthday coming up this week, so happy birthday to you, or anniversaries or whatever. So yes, thank you. So happy birthday. Lisa says, you look beautiful as always. Thank you for all that you do for us. You're truly a blessing. Oh, thank you, Lisa. And Rebecca's got like little volcano things going. So hi, Cara Bunny. Hi, Scout. Big hugs from upstate New York. Ooh, I bet you it's beautiful up there right now. I bet you it's beautiful up there. Thank you, Kathy. 265 people in the house. Woo, woo. They got this new thing on chat. I don't know if you're on chat or not, but it's like telling me which one is my number one fan. So right now, Kathy from Florida is my number one fan on there. So it's kind of cute. She's got a little Cara Bunny thing on there. Okay. A bunch of things that have come true. Let's see. Was there anything else that I needed to tell you? I don't think so. So I'm going to be, it doesn't have to be just July 18th to the 23rd. But like I was saying to you beautiful people before, a lot of people are talking about the midweek. I've been talking about it too. I thought it was going to happen in June. I was saying it could happen in July. It could even go into August. We'll see what, Spirit says about August and September. But a lot of astrologers or psychics or whatever, like the Jean Dixon kind of thing, were saying this year, 2025, this month is really, really powerful. I'm seeing that it could be also really powerful this month, but I'm also seeing it in the fall, and people aren't seeing that. So I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy and I'm seeing something that no one else is seeing. I don't know. So I'm going to kind of look at that a little bit more, because I feel like it could be around the fall area. But I got to check on it. I'm thinking it's around October, and I'm even saying the Alaska volcano thing. I'm thinking that's going to be erupting around September, October. Someone on here, I think it was Nancy, was saying it was spewing, but I looked it up and it's not spewing, but it's rumbling around Alaska, like I've been saying, and I've been talking about that. I don't know why I'm favoring that one, but maybe because I think it's cute. It's a beautiful state. I don't know. I don't know why Spirit's like, look at that one. So I am. I'm listening to them. So with the rumbling that's around Alaska, we've got a lot of earthquakes, over 400 earthquakes around the Pacific Northwest, or probably even more now, around like Mount Rainier and Mount Hood and all those places. So I don't feel that those are going to be spewing anytime soon. The last one I do, but I'd be really surprised if maybe Mount Rainier would be further down the road. I'd have to check on that too. I was asking Spirit not too long ago. I was like, what about, Washington, Oregon area? Excuse me, they're making my nose itch. And they were saying, not right now, go to Alaska. So north to Alaska. Remember that song? Hi, happy anniversary. Congratulations, 47 years, and wishing you more blissful years. Who's been married for 47 years? Here's a squirrel thing. Cara Bunny, is that you that was having 47 years? My goodness, girl, you need a medal. You need a medal. I've been married for 24 years? I need a medal, a big one. Or maybe my husband does. Okay, so tornadoes, again, like I said, I'm sorry, you guys, but more and more tornadoes, and I'm still seeing more, okay? And I'll probably bring that up again. But tornadoes in Colorado, Iowa, Missouri, Ohio, what else do I have on here? Minnesota, North Dakota, New York, Oklahoma I have on there. Not maybe Ohio. Oklahoma is the place. I keep on doing that. The Green Acres. I keep on saying Oklahoma is the Green Acres song. Sorry, you guys. Yeah. There's fires everywhere, too. Grand Canyon. I don't know if most people go to the South Ridge because it's easier to get to. The North Ridge, you got to go all the way up and all the way down and all the way back down again. But it's beautiful there. And they even have little cabins that are right on the North Ridge. Me and my husband went there. God, it was probably about 5-6 years ago. I want to stay in one of those cabins, but right now they're having fire on the North Ridge, and hopefully they're not burning down those cabins because they were done like in the 1930s or 40s. Beautiful little cabins that you can rent out. I mean, literally on the edge of the Grand Canyon. It's so cool there. So there's major fires there. So prayers that the fire goes down in Arizona there. Yes, I do need a medal and a crown, she says. And then she got a bunch of pictures of crowns. Lady in red. Yes, thank you, Salted Seer. Yeah, I've got my squirrel and my little hand thing there. Unfortunately, the old Main Lodge burned. It did, Julia? Oh, no. We went there, too, and that was beautiful there. That old Main Lodge, that log cabin thing. Are you serious? I haven't looked at the weather up there lately. So, yeah. Wow. Hi, Michael, if you're on there. I saw that you called. Sorry, I was so busy catching up with stuff. But anyways, let's get back to the thing. Boy, am I squirreling on you guys. Sorry. Okay. Storms in Georgia, Gulf of Mexico, and there was Florida. I still see some storms. I'm going to be probably talking about it. I'm seeing pouring rain. I'm seeing storms like, you know, like where you get those heavy drops and heavy rain, and it's just like, and then it's like, you know, an hour or 10 minutes, and it's like, and then it stops. I'm seeing that kind of going around Florida and the Gulf. So the Gulf and Mississippi, I think there was an avalanche in Mississippi. So I was seeing that kind of stuff too. Louisiana, I could see the Carolinas, I could see Georgia again, and Georgia did have storms. Okay, I'm also seeing a surprise tornado around that area, and I'm also seeing the storm going up the coast. So that's the kind of storm I'm seeing that's going to be happening around that time for you lovely people. But I will talk about it a little bit more too. That's Central Florida right now. Oh, Patty's saying it's raining like that right now in Central Florida. Everything seems to be a tropical downpour. Okay, so it's already happening. Yep. Yes, it was on the news, rain pouring through the ceiling. Oh, darn it. Okay, so that was that. The Department of Defense, I'm sorry about this, you guys, and I was telling you about the satellites. Remember, I was saying that there could be someone that shuts down the satellites for stuff. Well, the Department of Defense is shutting down the weather satellites. Here we go. And I know some people were talking about it, but no, this is for everybody. This isn't the Texas thing with the warning. This is the satellites, especially around Florida and stuff. I don't know why they're doing this, but they're shutting down the weather satellites. So no more data, no more updates, and not good because we're heading into the peak season for the weather. So hopefully, you know, down the my good news, I'm seeing maybe someone takes that over and goes, no, we'll put, you know, maybe Elon Musk goes, well, on you, and I'm going to use my satellite or something. So hopefully that works out on that, or they go backwards and go, oh, everybody protesting and go, are you kidding me? We need this data. We need this data. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. July 11th, which I said was July 10th and 11th, I said to watch out on the stock market. The stock market did fall down 272 points, or almost 300 points, because Trump announced that 35% off the tariffs, which I talked about before. Remember, I said he's not done with the tariff thing. He's going to do it to Canada. He's going to do it to Mexico. He's going to do it to other countries. When he pulled back before, and I was like, nope, you guys, he's not done. And people were like, oh, he's done. He's not going to do it. No, I'm like, nope, he's going to do it again. So he's doing it again. I think they're saying that he wants to have it start August 1st, but maybe he recanters and we protest it, and maybe he's going to recanter again. Because I was seeing that they could be doing the same thing where it's like he's going to tell people we're going to do tariffs August 1st, and then he tells people, you know, dump your, you know, get money, you know, take your money out of the stock market, then it's going to go down, and then you're going to buy and you're going to get more stocks. So around August 1st, you guys, watch around August 1st, okay? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but that's what Spirit was showing me, that there could be, it might not be him, it might be somebody else that's messing around with it. Okay, there's flooding in Texas, New Mexico, New York, New Jersey, flooding in the tubes. I just said it last Tuesday. I said, watch around the tubes and watch around the subways. Bombings, threats, electrical, something happening around the subways, inner tubes. Well, inner tubes, tubes, what people call tubes in Europe. The subways in New Jersey and New York are flooded. They're massively flooded. Yeah. Let's give Debbie a little love. I'll take it. I'll take the love. I'll take the love. In New Jersey yesterday, we had a flash flood up to 7 inches in some areas, including New York State. Yep. And I was talking about that. And I said it was going to go up the coast like that. So, and I said, be careful with the subways. And I still want you to be careful with the subways. Okay. So I'll probably talk about that with my predictions also. Warmest June on record for I don't know how many years. So all you guys that are really hot and having, and this is not just the States. I mean, the States are getting really hot weather, but Greece and Spain and Italy and, other countries are having the warmest. Alaska was giving warnings. It was like 80 degrees in Alaska. I mean, that's hot for them. I remember when I visited Alaska many, many moons ago, I was a little chickadee. About this big. No. I remember going up there and then someone goes, sometimes it gets here in the 70s. And I'm like, that's not, what I mean? But it's warm to them. So, I mean, they're doing record heats up there, up in Alaska. So I was telling you, heat, fire. I was telling you beautiful people about that. I was also telling you about Bitcoin. Again, not a financial advisor, but I said, Spirit told me that it could go up to like 120,000. And I said, I've seen it being more around 118. And I have a beautiful friend, Hina, that will tell me, she's like, oh, it's up to here, it's up to there, because I don't sit there and check it out that much. And so she's like, it went up to 123, because I told you guys I could see it going up, and then it'd be there really quickly, like 120 or 123 or whatever, boop, boop, and go down. And that's what it did. It went up to 123, then it went down to 120, and now today, that I know of, I could be wrong, it's down to 117. So this is going to still be going on. What's going on? So it's going to still go on like that, but prediction came true. Another prediction that came true, unfortunately, was 4 dead, 11 missing. Yemen attacked a cargo ship in the Red Sea. Remember, you guys, I was telling you we need to be careful around ports or seas or, in the cargo ships and things like that. So prayers to those people. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, someone donated to me. Thank you. Bad Hair Day. Thank you, Bad Hair Day. I appreciate you giving me $13.99. Always giving me a donation. Appreciate it. Thank you for all your shares, Debbie. It's appreciated. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate your donation. I do. Okay, so a little bit, I'm going to do a little bit of a prediction here, just a couple of things that I want to say to you guys, and then I'm going to start doing my country prediction, around things. Okay? You're so awesome. Oh, thank you. Okay, be careful in crowded places, especially around that time. Okay, I'm saying around July 18th to the 23rd, but maybe even now, because today's the 15th. Oh, wait a minute, squirrel, you guys. Sorry, you guys. Let me go back. I want to read my angel books. I always do that, you guys. Okay, so today's July 15th, and it says for the 15th, your changing thoughts are changing your life. Align your awareness and energy with thoughts that lift you. So thinking positive. And then the other angel book, it's kind of saying the same thing. Let's see, 15, new ideas. Level up your thoughts. Inspiration is the way your angels are directing you onto your inspired path. The ideas you get are important as they lead you to the next step. Repeat this mantra. I am open to receiving divine inspiration. For divine inspiration. Show me the way, baby. Show me the way. Thanks, Kathy. There's 497 people in the house. So thank you for watching me. Okay, so here we go. I want you to be careful. I'm focusing on the 18th to the 23rd, but I want you to do this for the whole month. Okay, so a lot of this, because does it have to be dead on? Yeah, but okay. So be careful in crowded places, especially protests, okay? I'm seeing someone having a revenge, okay? Like they could be either shooting or explosions or just driving through or whatever, especially if you're in a protesting space or you're in a big event space. Be really, really careful, okay? Look around where you're going, what's going on. Really listen to your insight. I'm not saying not to go out and have fun, but, you know, keep it low and whatever, all right? A great time to channel during July 18th to the 23rd. And I'm saying channel into the other realm, or doing a journal, or writing that book finally that you wanted to start doing, or doing crafts or arts or painting, using your right brain. A really good time to be creative or invent something or build that fort for your kids, or, you know, or even yourself, you know, put the blankets down, do that kind of, or even watching metaphysical or fairies or the labyrinth kind of movies, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So it's a really, really good time to do that. I say it's a good time between July 18th to the 23rd. If you can, wrap yourself up and, you know, have those chips and watch your Hallmark movies kind of thing. You know what I mean? But if it's beautiful weather out, then, you know, being with your family and friends, or being maybe creative with your family and friends. Okay. Good news that I'm seeing through there. And I'm going to give you more good news at the end. But I asked Spirit, I said, again, you know me with animals and the sea life. So I'm always kind of focusing on that area. I probably should ask Spirit to give me good news on other things, but I'm going to give you good news at the end, okay? So the good news is International Marine Protection Agreement might be signed, or it expands where it's going to protect even more animals, okay? And this is the International Marine Protection, okay? Or a lost or endangered species might be rediscovered or seen again. It could be that ivory Pleiades, or whatever you call it, that, you know, woodpecker, you know, that guy, the woodpecker, Woody the woodpecker, right? Isn't that what was his name? Woody the woodpecker. Well, there's a ivory one where everything, it's all white. It's, you know, kind of like a white deer. And they're trying to look for that thing. I think that's in Florida, isn't it? Or in Louisiana, somewhere around there. So maybe that gets seen, or some kind of bird or whatever. So I'm thinking that's really, really good news. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to talk about, my first thing that I'm going to talk about is the weather. Okay. And I'm kind of doing it in a kind of a weird way. But, okay, so let me kind of do these predictions, and then I'll kind of tell you how I'm going to do the other way. So volcanoes, again, we got to look around Japan, Italy, Indonesia, and Alaska. Earthquakes is Washington, Alaska, Tennessee, believe it or not, Tennessee, Missouri, California, the Northwest. And I'm going to mention earthquakes in other countries too, okay? But I'm talking about the U.S. here. Hurricanes, I'm seeing hurricanes or typhoons. Southeast U.S., Florida, Gulf of Mexico, Carolinas, that kind of area, Caribbean, and the Pacific, around the Pacific, okay? Okay, so I'm going to, for the USA, July, I'm going to give you a date, and I'm not saying it has to happen that day, okay? But I'm just going to give you a little bit of dates or whatever. Again, I'm worried about fires. Okay, so around July, I'm just going to say from July 18th to the 23rd, and I'm just going to read these things off. So I'm seeing southwest and southeast. There's fire risks, and that there's storms. Again, the southeast. Tornadoes. I'm seeing tornadoes again, you guys. Sorry. I'm seeing major tornadoes, especially around the Midwest there, but even going towards the east, like I was saying to you guys before, there could be a surprise tornado from Maine to all the way down to Florida. Okay, I'm seeing that area. I'm seeing more the middle of that section of the south, the mid east part. I'm seeing a major tornado where it could be bad. Okay, so from Midwest to that way. Storms in the Gulf states again. I'm seeing quakes and fires in California, again. Sorry, you guys. And I'm seeing the quakes around Bakersfield. I'm seeing one around LA area. I'm seeing one in San Francisco. And then I'm also seeing one up in Northern California. They will debate if they want to be a 6.1 or more. Usually I'll say, let's look at the ones that are 6.1 or more. Is there going to be smaller ones? Of course, there's always a bunch of smaller ones. But the other ones could be like a 5.5 or a 4.5. I mean, they're still good size. But I'm seeing that Spirit keeps on showing me that there's supposed to be a 7 point something. And I feel like that's supposed to be in LA, around the LA area, about Lancaster kind of area. But we'll see. Power grids are going to be stressed because of the heat. So we might have a power outage. And I'm seeing that not just for the States. I'm seeing that for Canada. I'm even seeing that for Europe. I'm even seeing that that could even happen in parts of Australia. Okay. So, I'm going to go squirrel here for a minute. What about those killer whales in Florida Marine World and trapped there? They closed the park. They are trapped. I thought they let them go, Miss Martinez. I thought they let them go. Didn't some other like zoo or something take them? I thought so, but I could be wrong. Okay. Okay, and then, like I said, the power grid, and then storms again, northeast, and fires in the west. So I'm kind of going by dates, July 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, but I don't really want to put them on those dates, okay? Canada, storms. I'm seeing major storms. I'm seeing lightning storms that could cause fires. There could be major storms around the 18th, okay? There could be around the 19th flood risks. Okay, British Columbia around that time. Storms in the prairies for Canada. There's going to be a heat spike. I'm thinking around the 20th, 21st. Okay, wildfires again flaring up in the west. And then I'm seeing the northeast and Ontario storms again. Okay, so there could be storms, flooding, and blackouts for Canada. Europe, I'm seeing the UK and France having storms. I'm seeing flash floods again, and also Italy. Okay, and again, could be careful with the tubes over there on all the country, not just UK. Wind damage, which could be more prominent in Germany, they're telling me. Heats and fires, like I've been talking about this for a while, in Greece and Spain. I'm seeing numerous of people passing away or dying from the heat exhaustion. I'm seeing it not letting up for them. I don't know why. I'm seeing it where the tar is even melting. Do you know what I mean? It's like you fry an egg outside. Then there could be storms in Europe, and major thunderstorms. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a picture of like a lightning hitting a building or something, Okay. Pack up your PC as Mercury goes retrograde 7/18. Don't buy electronics during these periods. Thank you, Celtic Seer. Yeah. Okay. That was Europe. South America, rain in Brazil. Flood risks, again, especially in the Andes. Storms in Argentina. Fires, again, in the Amazon. So hopefully we stop those. Heat pockets. I mean, did you hear about going back to the Amazon forest? Did you hear about a billionaire bought like 400,000 acres in the Amazon to keep them? Here's good news. So that they don't cut down the forest of it. It's like 400,000 acres the guy bought, this multi-billionaire or whatever, so that they don't cut it down. So good news on that one. So hopefully they don't start this fire on that property. Lisa says, I'm in Ontario, Canada. There has been storms. Other psychics are saying the cold weather coming to Ontario will not be livable at all. Many will go to U.S. and others will go to Europe. And when's this cold weather? This winter? I'd have to look at that on there. Okay, so South America, squirrel, sorry you guys. Squirrel, hot pocket, major heat in the north, and storms around the Brazil coast, like Bahia and stuff, where I was, last year? Was that last year? I'm like, my time, where I did a retreat with Hana Banana. Okay. Japan, volcanoes and earthquakes. We know that. There could be a typhoon. That thing that they were warning other people about before, I could see that happening around the 20th of July. All right. Because wasn't it the blind psychic, wasn't it around July 5th? She said that she saw the typhoon or whatever. I'm seeing it more this time, but I could be wrong too. There's going to be storms again, heavy rain, quake again, landslide, flood warnings, powerful surge, and typhoon or landfall risk towards the end, like July 23rd, 24th. I could see a big landslide going down or typhoon going again. Okay. Australia, storms in the east. I'm seeing big winds, big winds. I can't even talk. Winds. Winds for you. Flooding southeast. Storms in the coast area. Cold and surge brush fires south. I could see a cold surge, but I could see a brush fire in the south. Okay. Again, fires. And then I'm seeing like this like big storm or a firestorm or whatever. I don't know what they're trying to show me. I don't know if you can have fires and then you get these tornadoes and these storms and da-da-da. And then it's like really windy. And then all of a sudden, boop, it calms down and people are like, what? What the hell? What's that? So I'm seeing it calming down. So that's good news. New Zealand, I'm seeing rain and wind in the North Island. Again, we got to be careful with earthquakes, okay? North and South Island, especially on the Pacific right by them, okay? Flood risks in the south, cold front and winds again, because you remember they're on the southern hemisphere, so they're in their wintertime. Again, flooding and wind, but the like Australia, New Zealand, they're having major windstorms, but then it's going to start slowing down. Okay, so July 20th to the 22nd is perfect storm for hurricanes, lightning, and explosions. Okay. Around the 22nd, I'm not saying that this has to happen, but this is kind of like a forewarning what could happen around the world. High solar activity, heat wave, and grid. So the grids could go down around July 22nd, okay? Solar flares. I'm seeing solar flares, but you're going to see the aurora borealis. I'm always saying that wrong, but it could be really pretty. You could be at states and countries way below could see this beautiful because of the solar activity, but could affect our computers and stuff like that. Or is it someone else is playing with our computers and we're going to blame it on the solar activity? We'll see. There was just a fire tornado on the news last night. Where, Raquel? I don't watch the news, so I didn't see it. Okay. Okay. So like I said, the earthquakes, the volcanoes, landslides, floods, and fires. So I've kind of been saying that. Okay. So that's that one. Okay, so Spirit was telling me that I was supposed to forewarn you guys about traveling around in that time. A lot of people are saying don't travel. I'm just giving you what could happen for a lot of these countries. Okay, so I'm going to start with New Zealand first. Flights could be disrupted in the North Island. There could be road washouts and tunnel alerts. So be careful with traveling. This is about traveling. Okay. Ferries could be halted, or there could be something with shipping. Remember, you guys, I've been talking about ports and shippings and ferries and cargo ships and things like that, and they keep on showing me that kind of stuff. So it could be around that area, okay? Air travel affected because there could be a cold front. There could be a major cold front. Again, here comes that wind, here's that cold. So there could be delays around air travel. Also, train delays around that too, or the system freezes up, or there's something because of the wind or whatever. I'm seeing that all this could be happening from July 18th to the 22nd, and then around the 23rd, things go back, start working again. Okay. Australia, storms delay also air travel, especially around Sydney. The East Coast, rails, there could be a rail delay around the East Coast. Shipping, again, here we go with the shipping thing, you guys. I don't know what it is, but shipping could be halted because of weather. Maybe there's a massive storm or, that kind of thing, hurricane, typhoon, that kind of thing. There could be a lot of flight changes, and I don't know if it's because of the Australia or because of other countries of things that are going on. Okay. there could be a strike for transportation. There could be a strike of the shipping or the trains or the flights or trucking or whatever. There could be a strike threat. Okay. I don't know if there would be a strike threat, but there could be. Okay. So they're going to try to stabilize it the 23rd, 24th, 25th. So that stuff, that could be what's going on in around Australia. Okay. Kathy says, hi, Debbie. Thank you for everything you do. We love you. Love you too. Annette. Oh, thank you, Annette. She gave me 1111. Thank you, Annette. I appreciate you. If you guys, someone else donate, I haven't been looking at the chat that much, so sorry, you guys. Someone's having a birthday. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for the donations. I really, truly appreciate them. Yeah, I was just saying that, Kathy, a little bit ago, that Grand Canyon has fires now. Okay, so Japan, there I'm seeing that typhoon. I'm seeing big waves. I'm not saying it has to be a typhoon. I'm not saying it has to be a hurricane, but I could see big waves. I could see this big storm, that maybe that wind that they were showing me around New Zealand and Australia is going up that way too. Or it's because it's a typhoon. I don't know. Or it's a tsunami. I don't know. Tunnels around Japan. I want you to be careful, either through flooding or through the storms. There are trains that are really, really fast. I don't know what they call them. I know like a bullet train. Isn't that what they call them? Bullet trains or whatever. Trains that go really, really fast. A train that goes fast, Debbie. It doesn't need a name, right? A tickety dog. Okay. There could be a glitch on it. I want them to be careful. I want them. It's almost like I want to go over there and go, you guys double check and triple check that kind of area, because it could be because of the solar flares that are going on, or and you're like, Japan, it's in the mid. It doesn't matter. It could be because of that or something. There could also be an airport shutdown. So I don't know if this is happening because of the storms that are going to be coming up, or because there's an earthquake, or there's, volcano action because of that. But I'm seeing things could shut down in this period of time. If not shutting down, I could see delays. And if not delayed, then I'm seeing things running really, really slow. Okay. Again, shipping. I want them to be careful with shipping. And again, the flights, I'm seeing that there could be this storm around this time. And then around the 23rd, 24th, 25th, Spirit was showing me, then things start getting back together again. That's if the storm that they keep on showing me, or this wind, or this whatever it is that they keep on showing me for that area happens. Okay. And hopefully it doesn't. Okay. My ears are itching. Okay. So South America, flights could change again because there could be storms in Brazil. Shipping delays. So if you're thinking to get things from South America, there could be delays in shipping. Okay. I'm also seeing, again, train around the 20th, train crash, or a warning, or someone doing something to a train. Again, the train thing, you guys, I don't know why all of a sudden they're like, and now we're going to be talking about trains for a while. So hopefully I'm wrong. Okay. Floods around Argentina. I could see strikes again. I'm talking about ports. I feel like I'm the only person. Maybe other psychics are talking about it too, because I'm not, listening to everybody. But I keep on seeing ports. I'm seeing problems with the shipping. I'm seeing problems with the people that work at the ports. They could be striking or whatever. And that's kind of like what I'm seeing in South America. And I don't know if it's because of the tariff stuff or whatever. And that could be connected to it. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. I'm seeing in Europe, again, trains slowing down, especially around the UK and France. I'm also saying, like I said, watch out on those tubes about flooding or electrical things. I'm seeing, I don't know why, but I'm seeing something either around Germany, around that area, or Germany, Belgium, could be Holland, airlines, there's either delays, or even the traffic controllers are protesting, or people that work for the airlines is protesting, or wanting to strike or something. And I'm not, if it's for pay or whatever like that. So that's in Europe. I'm seeing, again, cruises and ferries, especially around the Mediterranean area. If you're going to do the Mediterranean area, Greece, Spain, that's Italy. They're showing me that part of the map. Be careful with cruises and ferries around there. Again, tunnels for Italy. I'm seeing that. Italy or Spain. I'm seeing that there could be a technical bug or something happening with the airlines again. And then I'm seeing, I keep on seeing train issues. So if you notice, I'm kind of going by date, but I'm saying that it could happen this week or it could happen this month, okay? Canada, I want you to watch out for, because of storms. Ontario, there could be flight delays, okay? Again, railway delays because of flooding in British Columbia, or there could be, again, something going on with the trains. Shipping could go down again in the East Coast, and that could be because of the tariffs, or that could be because of the protesting, which I could be seeing there too. I'm seeing something around airlines around the 21st for Canada. Again, here could be a lot of layoffs, transportation layoffs, or there's protesting around trains or airports, or the delivery dates are going to be long, or they're going to wait and see what Trump's going to do with the tariffs. And I go, we're not going to send it. We're going to see if he's going to back up and not do that 33% that he says he's going to do on August 1st. So that could be this controversy that's going on in the midweek here, okay? Again, you guys be careful with the trains. All right. U.S., there could be flight delays, again, because of storms. They could be grounding planes because of, there could be a mechanical thing that's wrong with it, or because of storms, or because there's major delays. I'm seeing that there could be another trail derailment around the Midwest. So that could be North Dakota, Minnesota, Michigan, Indiana, Ohio. But the Midwest also means Missouri. It also means like Texas, that kind of area. So, whoop. But I keep on seeing something around the border. And the thing that they keep on showing me that I thought was going to happen around the border, yes, we've had some derailments. Yes, some of them were by the border. But it's not what they showed me. So I'm seeing something bigger than what's been happening. And I'm glad that it's not happening. So maybe I'm wrong. And yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. Again, recalls on airplanes. There could be the internet, we having a confusion on that, or there's a cyber attack, okay, around the 20th. There could be, this could be around California and New York, could be somewhere else too, could even also be in Canada, but this is the U.S. They're talking about tunnels again. Here's a tunnel closure. Maybe there's an accident in a tunnel, or a tunnel's falling down, or there's they have to close down a bridge, or there's an incident around a bridge again. Okay. I'm seeing, again, because of the airlines, I could see some protesting. I could see strikes for, oh my God, I just went blank. So the workers that work at the airports, okay, because I'm just went blank, I'm sorry. And then, again, ports. I want the ports to be really careful, especially like New York, LA, Seattle, those kind of ports, okay? People are... Okay, so their guys are talking up there. Okay, because like I said, there could be some kind of mechanical or system malfunction, or recalls, or cyber attacks. There could be some confusion. There could be an engine with a fire affecting a ship, planes, or trains. Breakdown, strikes, unexpected stops or collapses, transportation infraction, poor management, or flood damage. So that's kind of like saying everything that I just said to you guys. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do the leaders, then I'm going to do financial forecasts, and then good news, okay? So I'm going to go over the hour. You guys know that. Late to the party. Hi, everyone. Hi, Beth. Okay, global conflicts and leaderships. Okay, these are alerts, all right? Spirit wanted me to look at like Russia. I'm seeing like a NATO conflict. Again, like I was telling you guys before, I'm seeing something around the naval area. Okay, I'm seeing like a cyber attack or space conflict. Yes, space conflict. It could be the satellite or going to space or something like that. Some kind of secret or deception might be shown around the leader, or the leader, that's Putin, could have a health issue. Okay, Ukraine. I'm seeing Russian still sending flares, still sending things over there. I'm seeing still more border attacks. Sorry, you guys. I'm seeing drones strikes. Okay, I'm seeing they're trying to do the tech wars. They're going to be trying to the computers and all that kind of stuff. But I do see that there's going to be secret talks, and that's going to be towards the end of July. All right. I'm sorry. I'm seeing still some more loss around them, but I do see that there could be some kind of talk, especially if Putin is ill and he's going down and doesn't want to be fighting stuff. Really, believe it or not, Spirit's telling me it's a good thing if he's sick or if he goes down or someone does something to him. And I'm not saying that I want that to happen, but I'm just saying, Spirit's saying, because that would help all these other wars. Okay. Israel, again, surprise attacks. I could see that happening around July 20th. I'm seeing that they're going to take the leader there and isolate them, and they're going to try to protect them. I'm just seeing Gaza and Lebanon. I'm just seeing major concerns around that area. Okay, Iran, major tension with Israel and or the U.S. of course, but I'm seeing that really heightened around the 20th. I'm seeing cyber strikes on them. Unfortunately, again, the leader. It's almost like the universe or people are wanting the leaders to get sick, because I'm seeing a lot of leaders that could get sick around this time. I don't know why, but I'm doing it. And I don't know if it's people are going around. I don't know why, but I keep on seeing illness around them. New Zealand, I'm seeing that naval defense. I'm seeing some kind of concern around the naval Navy kind of, they're kind of like their Navy stuff. Their Navy defense, okay? I'm seeing something around there. So I don't know if it's a concern of the ship, a submarine. I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing some kind of concern around that. I'm seeing protesting. I could see people protesting. If something does happen to a ship or submarine or some kind of thing around their Navy or their defense kind of thing, I could see the people protesting like, no, we're stopping this. Australia, the same thing. A cyber attack could happen to them. I'm seeing they need to be careful around the ocean, because I could see China, again, I don't know why. I keep on seeing China sending submarines or even airplanes around Australia, around there. Or not just Australia, but even to the U.S. It's like making us look at Australia or New Zealand, and really they're by the U.S. So it could be in both places. All right. Japan, seeing, let's see, more dispute with China, Russia, and them. Okay. Because I'm seeing something about the leaders conflicting each other for something. They're all three are wanting something, and I'm seeing either Japan's going, no, I don't want to do it, or China's saying, I don't want to do it, and Russia and Japan are saying yes, or whatever, okay? But I'm seeing more that Russia and China are together and doing something against Japan. Believe it or not, there's something going on. Something going on there. Again, conflict with their Navy also. I'm seeing protesting. I'm seeing a lot of pressure on Japan. But it could be because of this storm that's going on, and that could be muddling it all up, okay? All right, South America, I'm seeing protesting again in Colombia and Brazil. I'm seeing inflation, I'm sorry, around their food. Sorry, you guys. I'm seeing military wanting to do strikes for whatever reason, and I'm seeing threats on the leadership in South America, okay? Europe, I'm seeing tension in NATO or border areas. I'm seeing unrest in France and Germany. I'm seeing disputes around trade again, and I don't know if this is because of the tariffs or whatever, but I'm seeing major disputes around that. I'm seeing in Italy and Hungary, there could be some kind of political, fighting against each other. I'm not saying a civil war, but, dispute in their countries, okay? Or there could be a scandal that's being shown in Europe. I feel like that could be around Italy, or it could be around because of the NATO thing, all right? Canada, again, border because of the tariffs. There could be a government scandal that's being shown, all right? Like I said, I could see the tension around the borders, but I'm also seeing protests from the people, especially in the East. I'm seeing the health of what's his name, your prime minister. Got to keep on. Is it Mark? My brain just goes boop. I could see him having illness. I could see him like falling down. It's like he fainted. What's wrong with him? He's dehydrated. He had to be rushed to the hospital. I could see that happening. U.S., I'm seeing security concerns definitely rising a lot. Cyber attack, okay. I could see the president or some kind of leadership saying the wrong thing, misstepping, doing something wrong, being filmed by doing something wrong, and people going against. It could be a big downfall. So if I was going to be talking to any leaderships, that I probably wouldn't talk around the July 20th. I wouldn't be talking for the next couple days. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be announcing anything or doing anything as much as you can until like the 25th. But that's my thing. Military alert, again, weather conflicts where it's like, you should have warned us. They didn't warn us. Are they bringing a military in to help us or not help us? There could be that because of the storms, or more because of more tornadoes or hurricanes or whatever that could happen there. And I hope I'm wrong, you guys. I hope I'm wrong. Again, the president or someone else, it could be Biden even, that has a health issue more towards the end of the week there. Okay. Let's see. Like I said, there could be something with our computers and stuff like that. So be careful with that. This is the time to download everything and make sure you have duplicates and all that stuff, and you're not, and it gets erased. Okay. I want you to do that for sure. There could be some kind of cyber leak, or there could be some shocking global statement or leakage, or a secret is revealed. And this is not just around the country or the world. This is around your family. This is around work. This is around, like, all of a sudden you find out, what? They're laying off people? I didn't hear about that. Or they sold the company and they're trying to keep it a secret. Or you finding out someone's having an affair, or you have another brother or sister or whatever. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of secrets that are going to be revealed around this time. You'll be surprised, okay? I'm hoping that I'm wrong, because they were saying that there could be, and I'm not saying for the States, I'm saying this is worldwide, that someone could do a stupid military move, and it's like, oh crap. And I said that last Tuesday. Remember, I was like talking about Japan, where like, oh, we woke up the sleeping giant, or whatever, the phrase was around World War II, around Pearl Harbor Day. I'm not seeing it that way. I'm not seeing them, bombing a harbor or whatever. But I could see them doing something really stupid, like, oh, that was stupid. Back up, trying to back up from something. And it could even be something that they said. It doesn't mean that it has to hurt anybody, all right? I hope I'm wrong. And there could be conflicts. There could be major surprises, especially in the U.S. and Europe, and Iran. Israel, Ukraine, and Russia, of course. There are going to be leadership threats. There could be sudden leadership loss in Ukraine. Putin's health could be down. Do you know what I'm saying? There could be some kind of conflict in New Zealand, but I'm seeing that being really, really low. And then Japan, again, because of the weather and stuff like that. Okay? All right, so now I'm going to do finances. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. These guys are just talking away on the chat. I don't even think they're listening to me. Okay. This is from July 18th to the 23rd. I'm not your financial advisor. Please get information from your financial advisor or your bank or whoever you work with. Okay. I'm seeing there could be a correction. There could be a high risk window around this time from July 18th to the 23rd. Again, I hope I'm wrong. There could be either a big drop, a backlash, or a global shock. Like it happens somewhere else and then it affects our economy. Okay. I'm going to go with New Zealand. I'm seeing it being pretty stable, but I'm seeing that you could be a little cautious. Local crypto starts up. It's a slow. There could be a little bit of losses around your cryptos, but it could be slow. Okay. I'm seeing New Zealand not being that bad. Okay. I could see some like lower stocks. There could be like should I put into that? I probably wouldn't, but that's your sign. I'm seeing that your crypto towards the end, like the 23rd, 24th, 25th, getting better and being more stable. Okay. Australia, there could be a tech correction or you find out someone is doing something with crypto around Australia, like something got leaked. You know what I mean? Or someone's been stealing something or psych, something like that. So I'm seeing that around the 20th. So be careful with that. So when you're hearing news, make sure it's the right news. Okay. There could be a job loss, which could affect, there could be major job losses. And maybe this is the strikes that I'm seeing around the ports or maybe the airport or whatever. And that could make this, their stock going down. Okay. I'm seeing your cryptos kind of stabilizing again towards the end. Japan, I'm seeing AI and tech sector, those stocks, those kind of things going down around this time. Okay. They're saying to have some cash for you. I don't know why. Maybe because of the storms, maybe because of this stock, maybe because of what's going on. And it's like, because the computers are down, the electric's down, you can't get cash, So they're saying it's a good time to have some extra cash just in case. Okay. And then the crypto recovers again to the thing. So I'm not too worried about cryptos, you guys. South America, inflation. Again, sorry about your food, your agriculture, your energy. Your agriculture and your energy stocks are going to dip. I'm seeing a big dip around that. And maybe it's because of this tariff or maybe it's because of the workers or whatever. Okay. So I'm seeing them trying to straighten it out. I feel like there could be some banks in South America that are not being too nice, not being truthful. Okay. So that information might come out that week. If not that week, this month or even next month. Okay. I'm seeing cryptos going up for them. Europe, I'm seeing bank stocks declining. There's something about banks in Europe again. Okay. I'm seeing Germany's market probably be the most affected. I'm seeing Germany, Spain, and France. I don't know why. And everybody's going to go, well, they're in the, but I don't know. I'm seeing something around either their banks or their tech work, or there could be losses of jobs or losses of companies. So that affects their stocks on that. There could be a little bit of around inflation, so that they're going to try to control that in Europe. And then again, I'm seeing the crypto market could go down, but then bounces back up again for Europe. Okay. Canada. Okay. They're making me. It's going to mirror the US, it's saying. But your mining and cryptos that are mining stock or crypto stocks, anything with mining, anything with the minerals, anything like with coal, iron, anything like with minerals, that could have a glitch there. Okay, so be careful around that area. Again, I'm not your financial advisor. I could see the cryptos going down, but then bouncing up again. The US, I'm seeing market show kind of a weakness around the 18th. Not saying that it goes down. I could see a crypto drop around July 20th. Okay. I'm seeing the Bitcoin being hit the most. Okay. I'm not saying that it has to go way down and then goes back up again. All right. There will be a correction of it. So like I said, it could be this thing again. I want you to look at the market around the 21st. So the 20th is on a Sunday. So it's probably going to be more affected on the 21st. Okay. If the market went up really high, then there will be a correction that it goes down. If the market goes way down, then there will be a correction that it goes back up again. Okay, so I'm seeing it could be one of these things again. All right. I'm seeing around the 23rd, 24th, 25th that the Bitcoin rebounds again. Okay, but the market is shaky. The market is shaky for the US and Canada. So here we go. That week, maybe just stand back and, ride the ride. Unless you're a professional trader or whatever, it's going to be a hard week. Okay. They're saying that, and like I said to you last week, that people might be manipulating the people. Like I just said in the beginning, manipulation of like, oh, we're putting it down. Then everybody, you know what I mean? They put it way up. Everybody sells, goes down really fast, and then everybody buys, and then they get more, and they're going to get richer. Okay, that could happen around this time, or around August 1st because of the tariff thing. So it could happen now and then. So what I'm seeing, what Spirit is showing me, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't know all this stuff. If you're like, Debbie, you don't know what you're talking about, great. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm seeing that it could go down. They're manipulating you going, oh, it's going up again, and then it goes down again. So I'm seeing a whip, bam, whip, bam, and then it starts getting better towards August. Okay, your choice. Your choice. Like I said, it could even rebound back on the 23rd of July, 23rd, 24th, 25th. But be careful again around August 1st. It could go down again and then go back up again. Okay, so I'm just, because I feel like there could be an announcement. And it could be the announcement of like, no, we're not doing the tariff, so then nothing happens. Or there's some other kind of talk that makes everybody all scared. Because they keep on showing me people being scared. And that they're using that scare tactic to make more money. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Anything on missing people? That would have to be a whole nother show, Cara Bunny. Maybe I need to start doing those video. Okay, Tuesday's this, Wednesday's that, Thursday that, Friday that. That's, you know what I mean? Instead of just doing readings, just do videos. Lots of market manipulation under Mercury retrograde makes a lot of sense. Tariffs will be revised in the fall if they go through in August. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Thank you. Bad Hair Day. Thank you. Hit the like button, she said. What about the Epstein files? I feel, and I had, I had that over on the other side. I was going to talk about them more, I think, next week. But they're going to be put out. They might. Is there Epstein files? Yes, we all know there is. Okay, I mean they were holding folders. You know what I mean? Either side where you're on. Okay. I'm seeing that it could be even like Elon Musk or someone else going, here they are, and it might be a boop boop. That could be the flash that they're telling me. That could be coming out July 20th. But is it done? Them going, oh, why are you talking about the Epstein files? Do they think that they can hide it? Nope. It's not going to be hidden. It's not going to be hidden. As long as until it is exposed, it will be talked about until it's exposed. And I'm seeing someone exposing it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. That's what Spirit showed me. All right. Yes, I always have to watch twice. Debbie always gives us so much information. Thanks, Les. Okay, so good news. Good news. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Okay, so Misha says, so glad to be on the call live, but have to go in a few minutes. We'll rewatch. Always love the massive amount of things that Debbie talks about. Thank you. Leela says, seen the same thing in meditation. 100% agree. Thank you. Okay. Do I need to? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to start with Russia. Believe it or not, there's some good news for them. Again, about space research, I feel like there could be some new researching that could be a success around the space thing, okay, which is going to be good for everybody, not just them, okay? There could be some kind of medical tech that they are helping with or invented themselves that comes through, and that will affect the whole world. This is good news, you guys. This is good news. It's not going to be like, oh, we invented this and psych, you can't have any. No, this is good news for everyone, but I'm telling you the countries that are bringing the good news, okay? I see in the UK that there could be success where they get some aid. They finally get some aid and someone helping them, okay? I'm seeing there could be even a big, giant, someone donating through cryptos or Bitcoin to them to help rebuild or helping the people that are going through this. Really, I'm seeing someone that could be, seeing that good news, it's like, here, I'll give you, $1 billion in cryptos or whatever. And I don't know how that works for them, but to help them rebuild or help the people, you know what I mean, around that. So that's good news, I think. Israel, there could be more about peace talk, believe it or not. There could be more talk about peace talk. They're going to be really focusing on that. Unity, healthcare. Again, someone could come in and help with the healthcare around there. Okay. So I'm seeing something like that. And believe it or not, I'm seeing something around the arts. So I don't know if it's like they're acknowledging something with the arts or something with the arts, maybe that they're sending, you help us and we're going to send this art to you that's going to be displayed in, the big museums in Washington, D.C. Starts with an S. Why can't I think of it? But, something like that. Okay. New Zealand Marine Life Recovery Report. There's going to be something about marine life. Love that. There could be, there's going to be good news. There's going to be an heritage, like the Maoris, maybe there's a celebration around them or like a new celebration or creating a new day to honor them. Okay. There could be something about transportation that there's a milestone, like, yes, we're going to build that bridge, or yes, we're building that bullet train, or we are making this more safer and, more better for you. Okay. That's New Zealand. I'm seeing that, their national parks, that they're going to work more on their national parks to give them good news about national parks, maybe giving them more money and fixing them better, or the expansion of the national parks. Okay. Tourism will help them a lot, that they're going to work on tourism, bringing more people in, and that it helps them a lot with their economy. So that it is going to help with their economy. Okay. Australia, it's kind of the same thing. Ocean cleanup. There's going to be an ocean cleanup program for them. Wildlife, I'm seeing some funding for their wildlife there, probably for their zoos, their wildlife, things like that. I'm seeing that there could be a milestone, or that they're going to help with solar energy around there. There could be, that there's going to be, maybe again, there's going to be a charity where you guys hear that, again, someone donated a bunch of cryptos to certain charities, so certain charity funds I'm seeing on there, okay? Japan, I'm seeing a major science breakthrough, that would be great. I'm seeing something about their public health, like that is even better than before. Maybe it's, they're putting something in it, and it's just making their health care better. I'm seeing a new energy project being presented to them. Okay. I'm also seeing that around typhoons, what we call hurricanes here, that maybe they're putting more, they're going to want to put more alarms or more solar things or more things so that we can forewarn, and maybe making even a new fund, a more bigger fund, when if a typhoon does go through, that goes to the people. Okay. So they're talking about that that week. Okay. South America, I'm seeing rainforest expansion. Like I said, that guy bought 400,000 acres. So that's good news about that. I'm seeing a school funding passing, like teaching kids that are out in the rural area or that are not going to school, that there's some kind of funding for that. I'm also seeing that they're giving like scholarships or things to the youth to learn about the tech, about this AI, so that it can help the people learn about the AI. Okay. Europe, I'm seeing France, Germany, some kind of peace summit being praised. Okay. I'm seeing environmental law being passed in Europe. So environment, so that is good for the environment. Okay. I'm seeing an innovation or an invention from Sweden for a medical, some kind of technology around medical. Maybe it's around AI that's going to help people get healed faster, from Sweden. Okay. I'm seeing tourism being more around Europe, or people moving to Europe more, which is going to help the economy. I'm seeing European leaders agreeing on climate change, about the climate change, and then literally agreeing, yes, we need to do this, and this. Okay. And if it doesn't get signed right now, it's like you're going to hear about it. This is on the works. I'm not saying, everything's signed, sealed, delivered, you know what I mean? But all this, what I'm talking about, that's good news, is happening now, so that now or in the future it happens. Okay. I think that was on AI. Someone said, "Hi Debbie, why are the Yellowstone animals going to Utah?" I think that was an AI tape. Okay. Will the release of the Epstein files affect our higher government officials? Yeah. It's going to affect more people than you realize. Yep. Oh, my buttocks on my seat. Okay. What did I say? Was I on Europe? I'm sorry, you guys. I lost my thing. I went squirrel. Okay. Canada, I think that was that for, no, that was Europe. Leadership agreement on climates. Yes. Okay. There could be an art culture festival that will be very successful. Again, around the art, culture, something successful that they, Smithsonian Institute. That's what I was talking about in the U.S. Oh God, that was a squirrel moment. Took me, I don't know how long to think of that. Okay. I'm seeing in Europe that they're going to do another festival or something that could be very successful, that is for the arts and also for the people. I'm seeing for the poor. Okay. Canada, I'm seeing a new nature preserve being announced. That's something like that they're going to be able to, new equipment or new ways to confine wildfires. I'm not saying that they can take them out, but a new, like either new equipment or a new way or a new process or a new warning system, something like that. That's what they showed me. I'm seeing a health system, again, getting upgraded, okay, around your health, medical, like your medical card or whatever, that it's like, oh, it's paying for more, it's helping more people, okay. That's what I'm seeing for that, for good news. I'm seeing for the U.S., believe it or not, because even though they're taking the satellite stuff down, and maybe they're going to backstep, or someone else is going to invent, or there could be a new form of weather forecasting. So maybe because they're taking the satellite out, then someone else is like, oh, well, then we're going to, like I was saying before, maybe someone else is going to go, no, we're going to do it then. If the U.S. isn't going to do it, the military isn't going to do it, then we'll go through it through mine. I'm seeing that there could be this major storm. Again, I'm sorry, you guys, it's tornado, but it's putting people together, and that a lot of people are going to come together to help with that. I'm seeing that there could be a new discovery around AI for health, a new invention that could help with cancer, or I'm seeing the nervous system, some new invention. There's going to be, believe it or not, and I know it doesn't seem like it now, but there's going to be a process where people are going to support the veterans more. So that might be not from the government. It might be another entity of where maybe that we all can donate to it, and then it helps the veterans more. Okay. Also, I'm seeing grants for cleaning, for energy cleaning, and I'm also seeing that there could be, again, the crypto gaining again around the 23rd, 24th, 25th. Okay. I'm seeing that's my good news there, people. My good news. And like I said, maybe that we see this, in a new animal, or like I said, one that, they said is rare, or that we never seen it. We think it's extinct and it comes back. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So you guys, I'm way over. Again, I need to give you less information. I need to do that. Kathy, Florida girl says, Michael, we have a hurricane that might head to Tallahassee, Florida. This is the first time hearing of it. But like I said, you guys are going to have major storms this year around hurricanes, winds, things like that. And it's not just the Pacific, not Pacific, the East Coast or Gulf of Mexico. It's going to be around that in the East Coast. So you guys are going to have a lot this year. Okay. So, but I want to give you guys blessings and smiles. Please like, share, and comment. And like I said, if you want to get a reading from me, psychicdebbie.com. If you want to donate, you can donate there, or you can send it in the letter on Thursday. I'd love to see you guys on Thursday. The prayers are really, really strong. They're really, really helpful. I do it with singing bowls and tuning forks. Like I said, this Thursday, we're going to be doing prayers from the Green Tara, the goddess of the Green Tara, that helps worldwide and for you or your family members or whatever. Okay, so I'd love to see you there. If not, then I'll see you next Tuesday. And I want to give you blessings and smiles, and thank you for listening. And bye-bye.